We welcome you all to another episode of a Pneuma Conversation, a raw, authentic, unfiltered conversation with spiritual teachers, leaders, coaches, healers, and my favorite, seekers. Get to know who we truly are beyond the polished world of interviews, social media, and podcasts. We're not perfect. We struggle too. Join us as we share our lives, our challenges, and have meaningful discussions on healing, transformation, and the future of humanity. Today, we are in conversation with Patrick de Wolf from de Wolf Cinematics in the Netherlands. Patrick, welcome to the conversation.
Hi, Jed. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
excited.
such a pleasure to have you on. We were just talking about, I want to share with those who are listening. You have been sending me messages for the last weeks, probably a couple months, probably
Yeah,
since the time I joined TikTok, and
yeah.
nothing too obvious. Just hey, no words. Just look at this video, look at that video, and it just felt like a gentle knocking, like you were trying to get my attention. And I heard it, I saw it, but then just one day it was like that knock was loud. And again, it was just another video, no words, but that knocking was loud and said, "Hey, I'm here." And I said, and I responded. And so here we are. So I just want to bring
Message
that
received.
message was received.
Oh, good.
Whether you were purposely doing it or not, message was received. But I think this conversation needs to happen, and
Yeah,
that's why the knocking was happening. So tell us who is Patrick, where you're from. I mean, I already said it, but just tell us about your childhood and anything you'd like to share.
yeah. Well, I'm Patrick de Wolf from the Netherlands, Dutch. Was raised in Amsterdam. Yeah, just a normal kid. Always very creative. So that's where mainly my channel shows that. I can do movies, I can do the music, and um, yeah, I was always just trying to provoke, yeah, get people to think about life and how everything works, and also spirituality and yeah, all that stuff. I never really had a, a real goal or yeah, what is my main message going to be? Was
Okay.
still looking a lot for yeah, just a clear direction. Um, and that's when slowly this um, yeah, this UAP thing and like the spirituality came in, and
Hmm.
things started happening. And I just had this feeling like if I can only get people to look more closely and pay attention to all the small things that are happening around them, because life is so hectic, and it's so stressful, so people are distracted, and I just wanted to create that space where people could take a step back and really look around and realize where we are, because I think it's special.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's
So
kind of how I came to yeah, making movies such as these.
okay. So you're like me. There is a tone beneath the tone. There's a
Yeah,
breath beneath the breath. There's something
always.
going on underneath the
Yeah,
surface
yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's also how life works. I think that's the nature of our reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, did you have a normal childhood? Did you nothing special? Just like everyone else?
Yeah, well, I mean, who has a normal childhood,
Well,
right?
there's the
That's
exactly.
so in that regard, I think it's pretty mundane and normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always me and my mom, so I was raised as
Okay.
the only child. She did a lot of foster care, so I had many brothers and sisters. Not
Nice.
real, of course, but yeah, I always grew up with other kids around me, older kids.
Okay.
So this already put me on a different path than most the kids I went to school with. So I had I had a slightly different childhood than most, but my mother did a very good job in just making me feel safe and loved. And this never gave me a feeling that things were different uh,
Okay.
or off, but it just always gave me the feeling like I had a very normal childhood, like
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
And
Beautiful.
but yeah, there were some challenges, of course, in
Sure.
growing up. Not having a father, that's it's quite impactful. But yeah, it gave me a lot of experience to um, yeah, how you say it, like a lot of ammunition, to deal with things
Mm.
later in life, and also to
Sure.
be more positive and optimistic about things. Um, I think that's also very important. So yeah, I just see it as a normal childhood.
Mm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I was going to save some questions towards the end, but we'll just get right into it. What tell us about your faith? Did you grow up in the church? Are you a believer? Are you more spiritual? Where does that play in your life and the work that you're doing?
Yeah, well, I think I have to start with my mom. She's always been very spiritual.
Okay.
And even my grandma, when she would babysit me, she would always talk to ghosts and spirits,
Oh.
and that was very normal for her. And so I was raised in quite a spiritual setting, or where these things were just normal,
Mm,
everyday things. And that kind of made me scared sometimes as a kid. I didn't like the stories, but yeah, growing up and looking back, I feel like that was kind of the thing that always left me with an open mind. And so I remember getting a book when I was like 8 or 9, and it was about um, UFOs at the time. They
mm,
were still called UFOs, and I found that very interesting. So that always, yeah, that never left. And then when I got older, um, yeah, I experienced some things, spiritual things. Like when my grandma passed, I had some dreams, and they felt very, yeah, real.
mm,
And also when my grandpa also passed, I had the same. So I always felt like this stuff is real. And
mm,
also because religion is also pretty big, and my grandma she was religious. So that's why I said, like, I'm always interested in that. I don't always feel like I have the answers, or that I know if something is true or not. I feel like I'm humble enough to say, like, okay, this could very much be possible. So let's not, yeah, disregard it, but just keep it within the spectrum of anything is possible. So yeah, I was always very alternative in my thinking, but I think that's also what gave me a lot of creativity to think outside the box and um, say, like, it's okay to be different. Everybody's different, and we're all unique. So that's a good thing. You don't have to be like everyone else. For
right.
me, that's a bad thing. If I'm exactly like everyone else, it's not a good thing. It's not a compliment.
We are all different.
Yeah,
We've been
but we're all
created to be
connected.
different. Yeah, but we're all connected. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So, so I define, the spiritual world, I define that as the inner world, and this world out here is the outer world. Would
yeah.
you kind of say, okay. So, so are you very similar in like me, where you see and experience a lot of the inner world that a lot of people
Yeah,
don't see on the outer world, and you may say, you know what, I don't know exactly what you are, but I welcome you and I acknowledge you.
yeah,
You do a lot of
exactly.
that too? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very. I'm also quite an introvert. So
Yep.
I spend a lot of time thinking and daydreaming and just thinking about how I'm feeling inside, and like I can really feel the energies around me of people, and it's that's always been a thing. Um, But I agree, it's the internal that really is the most dominant, I think. And
Yeah.
then comes the external for me personally.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the internal that makes everything possible and that drives everything. And the external is more of a reflection of that. And
Yeah. You know,
yeah,
I'm finding that a lot of people I'm in conversation with are introverts, just like myself. And it's
yeah,
almost as if spirit is nudging us to say, you know what? It's okay to talk. It's safe to talk now. And you don't have to completely go in, but spirit is providing a safe place for us to share our stories and to share what
yeah,
we think and feel and what we're experiencing. Would you say that too?
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
totally.
time to talk. But also we know what we always know when it's time to talk and when it's not, you know.
Yeah,
So
and that's okay. It's
absolutely.
okay to be quiet, to be still for a moment, and just not say
Yeah.
anything.
You
That's
you
okay.
know that's my favorite phrase, be still. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so when was the first time you looked up to the sky and what happened, if anything?
Yeah, well, when is the first time? I think I've always looked up to the sky. I just never really saw anything. And I think that kind of changed in 2019.
Okay.
That's when I started seeing a lot more like lights in the
Mm.
skies, but behind the clouds. And
Mhm.
yeah, that was a weird experience. I could never really explain what it was, and I could never really say, or I was never really sure about, yeah, if it could have been some projection or something. But I always felt like there has to be something there, but I just never got the confirmation.
Sure.
So
I'm hearing
that
this
was,
a lot lately around 2019, 2018,
yeah,
2020.
it's so
It's like
strange.
we kind of been looking, but around that, like COVID, it's like it made
Yeah,
us look inward and upward.
I think so. Yeah, because I was spending a lot of time on the balcony, just drinking tea and just thinking about everything. And then
Yeah.
this happened. And at the time, I was struggling a bit because I had a company, my own construction company,
Mm.
and yeah, I wasn't really feeling it myself. And then Corona came, and I was like, oh, you know what? I don't think this is gonna last. Maybe I should just quit. Or so I was at a crossroad, and then um, yeah, it gave us all a lot of space to really go within and really do that introspection.
Hmm.
I think that's when, yeah, it kind of started for me. But then, like, I think maybe 2 or 3 years, it was nothing. So I was just left with this mystery about lights in the sky, and it was
Okay.
just a funny story, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then in 2022, that's when I really saw the stars move and these orbs high up in the sky. And yeah, I started to look into that. Like, can it be satellites? Could it be airplanes? But it's this phenomena that I'm seeing.
Hmm.
And yeah, then it started to show up on the cameras.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've worked in research and development for a long time, so I have a very analytical mindset. So I really got into it. I was like, I'm gonna find out what this is, and
Yeah.
yeah, my research just showed this. This is not a
Yeah.
satellite or anything. This is probably real, and it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
got more and more real. And then on the cameras, it just went crazy. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to make content about this. Maybe this is the reason why I'm doing movies and music, so I can really yeah, wake people up that
Hmm.
this thing is real.
Yeah. So, and I love your I love all TikTok profiles. So there's not just one I like more than the other, but I love what you're doing. I love what everyone's bringing a different flavor to their TikTok channels, I think, and
Yeah,
you're doing a lot with light, and I
yeah,
work a lot with the breath and with light and with resonance and how things feel. And as a photographer, as a filmmaker, and my other friends that are also the same as you have a very specific relationship with light.
yeah,
Depending on the light, that helps with your shot or it doesn't help with your shot. but there's something you're doing with your videos with the light. And so if you could explain a little bit about what you're doing there, why you're doing it, why
Yeah,
maybe even why you feel compelled to do it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I believe that light is that it's a living thing. I don't feel light is just a byproduct of the sun and that's it. And
Yeah,
I think,
let me interrupt you just for a second. You said
yeah,
something very important that I think bears repeating. Light is a living thing.
yeah, I truly believe that.
Very, very, and I think life, and I think you would say the same thing. Life is not about breathing. Life comes in all shapes and forms, does it not?
Yeah, it does.
And there are all sorts of presences that are around us that are seen, unseen, that we hear and unhear. These presences are around us. Light can also show us what we don't normally see. Would uh, I think too,
Yeah,
right?
there's different spectrums of light, and we can only see like a small part of it. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
But
just so much out
light
there.
is a presence. Light is a living being. I love
It's a
that you
living
said that.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's yeah. That's it's kind of something that also yeah, I found out in my research and when I was like analyzing the footage that I had and how it showed on the camera, it's showing as light, but it's moving on its own and it shows intent. And it seems like it's almost interacting with, like it's aware of me watching, and
Hmm.
it's just, it's a beautiful thing and so mysterious. But so I was like, I'm gonna make some movies that I can really show to people. Like this is something is going on here. This light is moving in a way that's shouldn't be possible. And
Or
yeah,
that
I
we
don't
think
know.
isn't possible.
Yeah, well, you would assume it's impossible,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
clearly it's possible.
It's telling you something, a different story.
Yeah, yeah, but it shows, and that's what I wanted to show people. Like, okay, explain this. Um, there's one shot where the light is just, doing this and just going up and down. It just shouldn't be possible. But it's something that I really found out like with small steps increasingly. Like, I don't believe this is something I can take credit for. I think this is something that's it's been showing itself and
Mm.
teaching me where to look and how to look. And that's it started with, like I said, it came on the cameras as I saw this reflection, like this lens flare in my camera. At first, I thought it was a ship. It was a
Okay.
spaceship because it looked exactly like a spaceship. I can show you the pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were convinced this is a spaceship. And we went outside. We took the cameras, but there was nothing. And then I noticed like, oh, but it's the angle. It's fixed to my angle of the camera, so it must be a reflection then. And it is a reflection. But I was like, how is that? How can my reflection change when
Mm.
I take a different angle? It can maybe like it can maybe shape it, but it shouldn't change into a whole different type of shape. That's when I knew like if something can manipulate light, then uh, light is a lot more than we think because this should not be possible, but it is possible. So,
And how, based on what, being a photographer and a cinema person, how is light supposed to be?
well, it shouldn't move on its own.
Ah,
Like if it moves on its own, either something is manipulating it
okay.
or it's showing intent.
And it's not you manipulating it always.
No, no, no. Well, I try to manipulate it in a way so we
Okay.
can see the spectrum where it shows movement and where it's alive. So
But something else is happening that's caught, which you're picking up on your videos. Something else is manipulating the light, and it's not you.
well, it's also me.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of I try to make what I do is I use my hands usually to cut off the light.
Okay.
So I create like I diffuse the light a little. It breaks, and I create like a sort of a dusk, or when the light uh,
A shadow.
breaks. Yeah, I try to create a bit of a shadow, but like right
Okay.
on the event horizon. That's where I point the camera at, and
Okay.
that's where I look, because that's where you see stuff happening that normally doesn't show.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can't really take credit, because at a certain point, it's just I turn on the camera and it starts moving and starts doing things that, yeah, it shouldn't do.
So it's responding to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like a communication almost.
Yeah. And let me ask a deeper question. Do you think it's also responding to whatever you're experiencing spiritually, to whatever's happening in your life? Do you understand the question?
Yeah, yeah. I think whatever is behind it is aware of everything, and it's
It
more like
sees you.
it's more like guiding and uh,
Mm.
showing me things that uh, yeah, could help me or could help us
Mhm.
further down the line.
Yeah.
So um, like if you really think about the possibility of NHI, and let's even say maybe angels
Mm.
or God, like they could all manipulate light,
Mhm.
and that would probably um, be if because they're of a higher dimension, and if you're in a higher dimension, it's easy to control everything in lower dimensions. So that's why I always feel like whatever this is, it has to be something of a higher dimension, and it probably knows everything.
Yeah. What is NHI? I am just now being
Yeah,
exposed to. I've never seen it before till I
no,
joined
yeah,
TikTok a few
yeah.
months
The
ago.
NHI stands for non-human
Ah,
intelligence,
okay.
uh, compared to extraterrestrials. Um, yeah, it's a bit of the same level, but they changed it overall just to make sure that when we're talking about NHI, we're saying not of this, um, not like us,
Okay. Got it.
because extraterrestrial tells you like they're from another planet, but NHI will just go beyond that and say like, no, they're not human.
Okay. All right. Got it. That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense. So there are two videos I that really stand out to me the most out of all the videos you've done. And folks who are listening, if you have not been to his TikTok page, you need to get over there. He's doing some interesting, really fantastic work. And as you know, this isn't to promote one person's page or anything, um, but it's just to promote our ongoing conversations that we all need to have together. But you need to get over there and see what Patrick is doing because it is phenomenal. But the two that stick out to me the most is lift the veil and rain veil activation. Could you talk about those two a little bit?
yeah. Lift the Veil is, I think that's the music video, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and that was a very personal one, because yeah, that's where I really realized like, hey, I can do something here, and I can really show people a part of reality that they're maybe not aware of, and that they
Mm,
can find very interesting. I really wanted to show things that are easy to uh, yeah, to replicate for them. If they want to try it, they can easily do it just from the
mm,
comforts of their homes. You don't need much, just a camera and light. That's it.
yeah.
That's kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna lift the veil, and so I put
Beautiful.
a lot of energy in there, and
Yeah.
everything I upload, I just feel like, okay, this is gonna resonate, and the people that need to see it are going to see it, and I'm not doing it expecting millions of views and that it's going to make me rich. I just want to share it, and
Mm,
see also that result of how it can elevate people, and I get questions and messages and stuff, and people asking like, "How are you doing this?" or "I want to
Yeah.
do this too." And I think
Nice.
that's what it's all about, just sharing the information. So that was mainly that video, and then yeah, the rainfield activation was really weird because it was actually just a storm in the midst of the night.
Mm.
I didn't wake up. I just woke up the morning after, and then I saw this on my camera recording.
So you're positioning your camera and then stepping away. You're not constantly holding it.
No, I have two ways.
Okay.
I have three cameras that I use now, actually four, but I have like the CCTV cameras in the front yard
Okay.
and the backyard, and they're always, that's where it started to show. So I was
Uh,
really not aware of um, being able to film all this. I was like, I will be lucky if I can see one star move just tell someone about like, yeah, I saw it.
yeah.
But then I bought cameras just for safety, and installed it. And yeah, instead of catching burglars, I caught like orbs and just strange light structures and yeah, really weird stuff. So that's when I realized like, oh, wait a minute, this is infrared. And in infrared, we can see a lot more.
Mm.
And that's also what you see the like the ghost hunters use. They use infrared cameras.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's actually also the images the footage that they showed us of the, not sure if you know about the Tic Tac
Yes.
video,
Yeah.
yeah, the UAP video, the Tic Tac. It's also FLIR, so that's also infrared.
Mm.
So in infrared, we can see these ships and orbs more easily. And well, eventually it also started to show on my normal camera, like the same object that stops by like almost every night. It just also
Wow.
came on my normal cameras, or when it was on day mode, and then on my phone. And yeah, that it kind of it starts small, but it just started to increase the anomalies I was seeing.
Mm.
And then yeah, like now I can almost see it with my own eyes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's,
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
no, yeah, so I'm very careful with that.
Yeah.
Very subtle with what I'm looking for with my own eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens. Small things, small orbs, you start to see it because um, I've been watching the patterns for so long that eventually you will start to, when you know the patterns, you will start to see it without any camera whatsoever. I think that's the main goal,
Yeah.
that we
Beautiful.
can perceive maybe a slight, maybe not everything, but a part of that spectrum, that it can wake us up.
Yeah. I don't know if you're able to, Patrick, but do you have a daily spiritual practice, or what do you think that's happening in your understanding of life and in yourself that they are these presences, as I like to call them, these presences are showing themselves to you? What is it about you or what you're doing, do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. I
Mhm.
think about it a lot. Like, is it, is it like, what is it that can, yeah, that they chose me for this, or that I'm more receptive for this? I don't really know. I just think it's maybe I'm humble enough. I am a believer by heart, so I have little doubts, uh, and I always have a drive of yeah, being heard and
Mm,
saying what I think, not keeping it in, but really sharing it. And if necessary, have a couple of discussions about it. And I'm uh, I'm always very defensive when it comes to injustice and stuff like that.
mm,
Like I really want my voice to be heard then. And so if I have something to fight for, I can really I think I can yeah, how do you say it? I can really make it count, and I can make sure that um, yeah, I can make people look and listen. I think that's the biggest thing. Like I know how to maybe also with my music and in my content, I have a way of getting to people, and maybe that's what they were seeing, or that it's trying to figure out. Like, hey, can we can we use him to
Sure,
reach more people? I
sure.
think that's for me that's what it's all about, because I think we are living in times where this is necessary. I think we're losing a lot of our humanity and getting
Mm.
desensitized. And yeah, if you just watch the news for a little, which I don't, but
All
if you
right.
do, like you see a lot of bad stuff, and it just brings you down. It just makes you feel like, is this even a good place? And I think that's what, um, yeah, I think that's what they're here for,
Yeah,
to bring back some balance.
yeah, yeah. We are so addicted to negativity.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost like a sugar rush.
It's
And
like a magnet. Yeah,
yeah, it's like, can you believe what this person is doing and that person doing and oh my gosh, this happened today and that happened. Like,
yeah,
yeah, but there's so much other things that happen too
yeah.
that
Exactly.
that aren't as bad, that are loving, that's kindness, that is bringing humanity together.
Yeah,
And yet people got to turn on the 6 o'clock news. They got to turn on the 10 o'clock news right before they go to bed. And it's like all this junk
yeah,
is getting into your life. And then you're trying to go to sleep. And then you're wondering why you can't go to sleep.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It's too much negativity, and I
Yeah.
think people are truly afraid. They feel alone, and
Yes.
of course we don't tell, but it's true. And I think we need a lot more love and hope for our futures. Have
Yes.
faith that things will be okay, and that there's also yeah, when you believe in a higher being or order or whatever, I think that really comforts you, and it gives us direction, because you don't feel like it just doesn't all matter and it's
Mm.
all for nothing. I think that's the danger that we need
Yeah.
to stay away from, and we need to open up a lot more to spirituality, and that will give us some breathing space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. And so what kind of musician are you? You play guitar, you sing, piano, what
Yeah, mainly piano. As a
okay.
kid, I always liked the piano, but I like all instruments, of course, and
Hmm.
I do a lot of electronic music, or
Okay.
I use like keyboards and the computer to make my music.
Mm.
But yeah, well, I would say I'm a keyboard player.
Your
I
keyboard
like
player.
keyboards a lot. Yeah, I think it's beautiful, and yeah, it's just always been a hobby. I couldn't tell anyone why I'm doing it.
Mm.
Why would I do anything? It's just because I really like doing it. And
Yeah.
like I never made money with it. People are always like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's great," and they give you compliments, but that's it. So
Yeah.
um, I really do it because I like it.
You're
Yeah,
beautiful. Beautiful. Well, as you know, we don't follow a script here per se in
yeah.
the show. Do you have your keyboard handy? Would you be willing to
No, no, I
do
couldn't.
something?
That would take a long time. We would sit here for
No
another hour
problem.
just getting it to work. But
Not a problem.
I, yeah,
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
love music. It's been such a deep, big part of my life since I've been a child, and I'm sometime soon, I know it. There's going to be a musician on this podcast, and they're gonna share. And
yeah.
um, I really love those voice singers that sing from their throat. It's kind of the earthy type sound, kind of
Oh, yeah,
a Viking sort of feeling, but love those singers. I want to have at least one on this show. It's gonna happen soon. I can feel it. So, but
Well,
anyway,
I'll come back again, and I'll play the
yeah,
piano and
there you go. There you
make a
go.
show out of it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to have you back because you are. you're uncovering so much.
Yeah,
You
well,
really are.
I hope to.
And with the work that with the work that I do, having some technical issues over here, excuse me. Um, the work that I do with people, um, no, I just totally lost my train of thought.
It happens. It happens.
That's why I don't edit, because this is life.
Yeah,
Life is
exactly.
full of mistakes and restarts and everything else. And so, but yes, and it even happens here, you know. Um, anyway, maybe it'll come back.
Yeah, who knows?
It'll come back around. But um, Patrick, what is your biggest struggle?
My biggest struggle. Yeah. I think my biggest struggle is just me, the
Mm,
just yeah, just being me and saying that's okay and you're good enough and you don't have to. I always feel like I have to excel at everything just
yeah.
to matter or just to get some attention or um, and I think that's just me pushing myself for
Mm,
unknown reasons. Uh,
yeah.
just something I would like to have less, and I try to be more mindful about it and just be more nice to myself. But I think that's the biggest struggle I have, just being nice to myself.
I feel that. I
Yeah,
feel that, and I can identify that. We need, if we're wanting more love in the world and more kindness, it starts right here with ourselves. We have to
yeah,
first do it to ourselves.
yeah, exactly.
Because if we know how to do it to ourselves and we're doing it to ourselves, then we're able to share it with others. And it's an automatic thing
Yeah,
that I found.
yeah,
So yeah, I love that. It's so true. Our biggest struggle quite often at times is just being us.
yeah.
And
And like a friend of mine once gave me advice, and he told me like you need to talk to yourself like you are your own best friend,
yes,
like that. And it just
yes,
resonated so much. I was like, yeah, I'm just so hard on myself. Like I say the most horrible things, you know, like I'm some strict dad, some strict father just telling me off. Like I should stop that. It's not helping me. I
it's
should be more
true.
kind. Yeah,
It's true. Well, growing up, I've been my own worst enemy by constantly putting myself down, by
yeah,
constantly thinking I'm not good enough, that I'm not like so and so, or I don't do it the way so and so does it. And if I just did it that way, and that blame game and that should game and that comparison game, you always fail.
yeah.
There's never a winner in that
You
game.
never win. No, no.
No, no. And I don't know if you're familiar with Alan Watts. He was
Alan
a
Watts. Yeah,
teach. Yeah.
yeah,
uh, Teacher back in the day, and a lot of people know Alan Watts. I mean,
yeah. I
um,
know. Yeah,
but love his lectures. But again, I forgot my what I was trying to say.
yeah. We were
Second
talking
time.
about.
Oh,
Oh, now you got me too.
right.
I'm lost also. It's a great show.
The audience is laughing at us now, and all the comments are going in the comments section. You know, you idiots. Just kidding. But Alan Watts says some great stuff. We'll just keep it there. We'll just let it
Yeah,
stay there.
yeah. No, I think we were talking about being too hard on yourself and just. Uh, I
Yeah, we
think that's
were. Yeah, and I forget the Alan Watts connection, but it's okay.
yeah,
It's
but
okay.
it's just very important to just be your own best friend and
Yes,
care more about yourself and also
absolutely.
show that the way that you talk to yourself because we all talk to ourselves and we underestimate that, but that's the biggest voice. It's
Mhm.
the biggest voice that you will have, and it will have the biggest impact on you. Because if you tell yourself you're not good enough, it will weigh heavier
Yeah,
than you might realize. But
yeah, yeah.
it will feed on itself.
Exactly. Exactly. So I I wanna ask you, and this and I preface this with all the other sky watchers I've had on this. This is not about promoting me, please. But so many people say, what is the connection between sky watchers and what you're doing, Chad? Because it doesn't seem like it gels. It doesn't seem like it comes together, but there is a connection.
Yeah,
And my very first TikTok followers were all you sky watchers. And and I love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm humbled by it because I am also a sky watcher. I'm also a within watcher,
yeah,
because like we've talked about a little bit on this recording, and we talked about before we started recording that there are presences of all kinds
yeah,
around us and within us. What are you resonating with what I'm sharing? You know,
yeah,
what's happening for you, if you don't mind sharing that.
yeah. I think um, for me it was the way that you speak, and I saw your clip, like you said, like where you did the walk and you're just walking, and just a very nice energy, and I think the vulnerability also that kind of helps. And I think for most, I don't want to speak for everyone, but for as a sky watcher, a thing that happens is it makes you look inside, and
Mm,
it makes you take that journey.
yes.
I think that's where it resonates a lot with your ways of speaking, and it just kind of resonates, and people just feel, um, yeah, they feel comfortable. I
I
think
hope.
that's it's the way you say it just makes you listen a lot more.
Mm,
Uh, for me, that was the biggest connection,
mm.
and it also opened me up a bit more, and I value that a lot. If you can interact with people and it brings you something, it gives you something that you need. You feel like it clicks.
And you do the same on yours. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
you
thank
have
you.
a couple of walking videos on yours
Yeah,
as well, that you're sharing your heart. People listen when you share your heart, and you also make it safe for people to listen and to walk with you
yeah. Well,
as you're walking.
that was my intention. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Patrick, before we end, would you like to join us in the sacredness and the stillness
Yes,
with the
let's do it.
audience, as we close out this episode?
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, I'll say a few things to bring us back. That way but yeah, let's all join together in the silence for a moment and in the breath.
yes.
And as we open our eyes and join each other, rejoin each other, we bring the stillness and the sacredness with us in every moment of our lives. Patrick, it's been an honor. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you also, Chet. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
We will definitely figure out a time to have you, back on the show down the road sometime, but keep
Yeah,
looking to the sky, keep doing what you're doing, keep keep communicating with the other presences that are coming into view. And even
I
the ones that
will.
aren't, because I believe there are ones just in the shadow as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
I will. I will.
Yep, great. Patrick, and to the audience, thank you again for joining us, and we will see you soon in the next episode.
Okay, Chet. Thank you very much.